If you click on this video, it's not by chance, this is God's will. God proclaims today that I am the standard above you. The celestial beings are perpetually aware of the location of my ensign's elevation. Your existence serves as a focal point for my sanctified ones, who engage in battle against the adversary of your spirit. Despite the prevailing uncertainty and potential difficulties in comprehending your surroundings, remain at ease and maintain your trust in my safeguarding presence. I will protect you. I will retain all that you have entrusted to me until that day. Continue pursuing the kingdom. Do not permit anyone or anything to deter you from prioritizing my kingdom and heeding my voice above everything else. Engage deeply with my word. Adhere to my directives and pursue my commands for your existence. Embrace unwavering stewardship of my word and prioritize it as the paramount covenant in your life, adhering to it in all matters. No weapon devised against you shall succeed. The banner of my favor envelopes you. The shield of faith, the degree of faith bestowed to each individual extinguishes every flaming dart at your heart. Decline to take offense. Refrain from being scandalized or astonished by the actions and words of others. Allow my serenity, my profound peace, to sustain you in tranquility and repose when all others have abandoned the conflict. Continue to have faith. Rest assured that you will remain standing by the day's conclusion. As the smoke dissipates, you will have your foot on the enemy's neck, and the cross will have prevailed in your circumstances, as it has existed since the world's inception. This constitutes your share. This is my commitment, and it shall not falter. Today, God says He is making it easier for you to focus. You are getting very clear instructions from me so that nothing is left to chance with the job I am giving you right now. Tell your eyes to be opened and your ears to hear the word of the Lord. Some will argue with you and cast doubt on your calling, but don't listen to them. They are just blind guides leading the blind. Their ideas don't make them qualified to lead you in the way I'm showing you. Always go after my kingdom. There will be food and supplies for those who seek my kingdom. I will force the earth to answer heaven because heaven has already decided that my promise will come true in your life. Take your mind off of other people's activities and the things going on around you that have nothing to do with who I am or what I've done for you. Take on a determined attitude. God the Father says, I have strengthened your resolve against all influences except for my voice, guidance, and commands. You should have an open heart and a ready hand. Show that you're ready to do something. Show that you are ready to follow through. Stop asking for answers. I didn't call you to ask questions. I called you to do what I said and always be ready. The Father says that if you do this, you will see the fruits of your obedience grow, giving you the new landscape of productivity and meaning you have been looking for. Today, God tells us to be open to change. Are you willing to accept feedback? I'm going to talk about long-lasting worries in your heart today. Take your fingers off your ears and let yourself be open. You will not get better from the wounds and sores of the past until you let the cleansing and healing word be used as therapy in your life. It looks like you got hurt. You were presented in a false light. People who could afford to do it were mean to you because they didn't care about your life or have any relationships with you, even though they said they were the ones who were upset. Let them off the hook. Get them out of the debt that they can't pay back. Let me handle it. See the wounds I have on my hands and side as the payment you get for everyone you think owes you money. I wish you a life without debt, responsibility, or weight. This won't happen until you pay off all the bills you think other people owe you. The kindness you show to others shows how deeply my mercy has affected your life in ways you can't even imagine. The Father tells us to be open to change. Show me all the unfair things that happen to you in your life. I'm going to fix the numbers. With my love, I will heal all wounds and soothe all bruises. I will bring you together with me. Even though other people have left you, I will welcome you and put you with a family that will love you and see you through the lens of Calvary instead of selfishness and expectations from this world. The Father tells you that it is a new day and a new season, but you must be ready to receive my gentle direction today. There is a new stage of growth beginning in your life, according to what God says today. To receive more divine favor, your heart must be open and willing to let it find and help you. I'm looking for people who are actively growing in their faith and showing respect and love to each other without expecting anything in return. That's where the addition of God, my augmentation, will find you and fill your life with all of my goodness. You're not just naturally optimistic because you want to be happy. I gave you hope while you were still in your mother's belly. The hope I gave you when you were a baby is the light that leads everyone who comes into the world. It's not wrong to hope. You are not wrong to want changes or improvements in your life. Accept your positivity. Light the embers of your trust in the coals of hope. Even though you're feeling hopeful, keep loving and giving love to others, because love is what makes faith's hopes come true. Make a promise today not to take offense. The enemy knows that attacking my love, which has made you care about other people, is the most powerful way to destroy you. Keep expressing your love. Refrain from giving in to anger or criticism. Be neutral in your point of view. The way guys think is tainted with harshness and judgment, which hurts people. This is not the choice I made for you. Take your eyes off of man and put them on me. Please don't let the negative, unloving opinions of people whose lives have not been illuminated by the truth cloud your judgment. Take my word for it. Before the video continues, please like the video, share it with your family and write amen in comment. Today, God is telling you to make a choice. I will make sure you succeed. I can handle everything except the fact that you don't want to make a choice and follow through with a plan. Don't worry about making the wrong choice. I can change your path while you're still on it. Feeling like you have two different opinions stops you from moving forward or making progress. You have been looking for more opportunities, and they are available. However, they won't come your way until you fully commit without any way out. No going back to being stuck and unsure what to do. No more shifting back and forth between the 2 points of view. You can't camp in the valley of decision any longer. It's already been said that I will bless your efforts. If you do nothing and are uncertain, you will never get the gifts I have planned for you. I'm just looking forward to the chance for your faith-based events. Let's get up and go. Do not worry about the test you have tomorrow. The problems you are facing today are enough to keep you busy. Stop seeing yourself as something limited by time. You are not limited by time, just like I am not. As I'm well equipped for today, I will also be well equipped for tomorrow. Since I am the God of plenty, the standard of supply I have given you today is plenty, leaving some for tomorrow. Trust me. Just have hope. If you listen to my words and follow the leading of the Holy Spirit within you, I will set you free from the evil one's traps and lead you to the progress that everyone who believes in me can reach. Today, God tells you that not every voice talking to you is Him. Learn to recognize my unique sound, says the Father. Learn to recognize my unique voice, which brings peace, healing, and spiritual satisfaction. My voice will make you happy. The speech that messes up and distorts is not my voice, the Father says. Every one of my trips is peaceful. When you seek peace, you seek my land. My realm is filled with goodness, happiness, and peace, and all other sounds are drowned out by the peace. This is the peace that you can look forward to. Engage with the peace that waits for my words. The silence between your thoughts is brought out in my speech. Some people run away from quiet and will never choose to be alone or in silence when I'm around. Do not let that be your choice, because in peace you will find comfort and peace that those who can't be still before I can't find. It has been a hard journey, says the Father. A lot of twists and turns have happened, and you may have felt lost at times. But I was always there. I have always been there to fix, clean, and improve your ideas so that they bring you closer to me. Become the only child of heaven who wants my courts more than anything else, because they hold happiness and plenty that are greater than anything this world has to offer. Today, God tells us to enter the world of neutrality. Follow my advice and think of my voice as the only one you can hear. Choose not to care about what will happen if you listen to my words. I will check the choices you need to make again and again. Let me handle the outcome. Choose not to care about what will happen if you listen to my words. I will never lead you astray, and I will always make sure you have what you need. Some people may doubt your ability to achieve, but I don't think that will happen. If you listen to my words and do what I say, you will always get results that are better than you expected. I came into the world so that you could have life and enjoy it more. The main reason I've done everything I have in your life is this. Make up your mind to seek my presence and follow my instructions and words. There are many copies of my word on earth, but not many people hear it. My word is not fully understood until you figure out what it means for you and use it in your life. No one is watching over my realm. We need to take action. Remaining still and watching without doing anything is the sneakiest way to trick someone. Make a decision. What you did about what I said before is more important than what you think I will do or say in the future. The answer you're looking for isn't in guessing what I'll say next, it's in dramatically following through on what I've said many times through different routes, says the Father. Now is the time to act, and your promise will come true as my word is carried out. God tells you today that it's time to set new limits. Over time, the enemy is trying to build up pressure points that will stop you from moving into the new areas I have given you in my realm. Don't let that kind of impact from life's forces change your path. Tell the wind and waves to stop and face the storm. Do not accept no. Face the biggest problem in your life head-on and move forward with my spirit toward a transformational outcome. The Father says, this is where we tell the men from the boys. Are you ready for a job that will come up higher? Say to yourself, the force of God's Spirit coming from me is stronger than the enemy's pressure trying to control me. Say it out loud until it becomes true. Say it out loud until it's the first thing you do when you face a problem in your life. I urge you to take down the walls you've put up to keep yourself safe. Now is the time to accept the unlovable. It's time to show kindness to people who haven't asked for my blessing on their lives. By being a positive force in the lives of people who have not been kind to you, you can change their lives most profoundly. Let love come into your life in the best way possible. Don't let yourself be controlled or influenced. Be honest, and go about your day with an open mind and a hand offered to those who need it. Tell everyone about the fake teachers and imposters. Show what love, kindness, righteousness, and truth look like in a polished way. This is who you are. This is the best version of yourself that I made you to be every day, no matter what other people say or do. Do something right away, and watch as my promise improves your chances. Before the video continues, I request you to comment amen and please help me by doing super thanks. Your support means a lot to us. Today, God promises to protect you, even though you aren't perfect. You're aware of the things that make you flawed. It might not be clear that my kindness is abundant in your heart, even though you have many flaws and even disobey me blatantly. Some people say that if I were to judge mankind, would destroy the whole planet right away. There isn't a mistake or failure in your life that surprises me or makes me question the gift of life I gave you. This shows how patient I am. Please know that I am forgiving you, not because I think you should disobey, but because I know how you are and would rather be kind than harsh. Give in to that kindness now. Stop hurting yourself with the pieces of guilt that are lying around in the graves of regret. Get up, give yourself a boost, and stop cheating. Throw away the fig leaves of excuses and denial. You need to face your true self and realize how much my kindness still exists in you. Your journey is not meant to be a never-ending circle of making mistakes and getting forgiven. You will no longer be controlled by hidden mistakes and bad acts. Grow your faith and ask for the grace to forever control those things. You have been chosen to take on my form and make my qualities real in the world. May God give you the grace to do this today. The day has finally come when my help will ensure your ultimate victory over your flawed nature. God says today that there will be no more crying at night. All duties are null and void, and all violations are forgiven. Try not to be sad about what the cross has done for you. At the altar, you gave up everything. Every sin and wrongdoing was taken away as far as the east is from the west. Know that the words I've spoken to you have cleaned you up. Know that you don't owe anyone anything right now except love. Some people may list all the things they think they are entitled to. They may decide to not give in and hold your crime against you. Let them off the hook. Love them. Allow them to experience the forgiveness from anger and punishment that I gave you through the blood of the cross. In this case, the yoke is easy and the burden is small. Get rid of the wrong burden. Reject with all the weight of Calvary's death the demands of wrongdoing that are put on you. Even though your enemies are quoting scripture and being rude to you, know this: because you have given up everything and put it at the foot of the cross, I will cover you, clean you, and lead you to a new state of forgiveness and blessing. You are being asked to give up and let God's strong hand guide you. To only accept the forgiveness I'm giving you now as a punishment. Get up and give yourself a boost. Leave and don't do any more wrong things. Get rid of the remains of your old self and show the world the new person I've helped you become through your actions. Today, God tells you to let the story of His glory guide what will happen in your life. The Father says that many stories are meant to change how you think about what will happen in the future. You get to choose. What will you give up your life for? Are you ready to give in to the story of despair? Will you let what you see and hear affect what you think will happen in the future? As I already said, remember that the things we can see are temporary and can change. The unseen parts of your life have been around forever and have a big impact on the results of the things you can see. You need to make a choice. Are you going to protect your heart or let the enemy fill it with fear, hopelessness, and anger? Remember this: the Father says, where you are depends on where you are focused. Your attention makes you who you are. Take your mind off of what's going on and put it on me. The things that happen when you focus on negative stories or other people's actions and words will reflect your attitude. Pay close attention to me. Be like Mary after her brother Lazarus died in your mind and your heart. Martha was only thinking about the smell coming from her brother's dead body. Mary knelt at my feet and looked at my face the whole time until I rose from the dead. Trust me with your trust. Trust me, the Father begs, I am involved in your life. I am putting all of my faith in your case. I'm setting you up for success in a way that will make you ask, what else could go right? Today, God tells us to understand the concept of anathema/maranatha. When dealing with difficult people, we should choose to help solve the problem instead of making it worse. Keep your heart kind, and when someone tries to get angry, respond with kindness. Know that where there is conflict, there is also trouble. An angry brother is harder to get along with than a city that has been fortified. Fully understand the importance of the resolution of tranquility and be aware of when you have reached your limit. Remember Solomon's wise words, "A fire that has no fuel will go out." The flames of disagreement and strife will not hurt you. Choose love and work on being humble and calm in your heart. The anathema idea should be used when you realize that things are going to get worse. To be put on hold is what anathema means. Learn to pull back and give me room to work. Were you looking for a way out of a rocky and passionate relationship? Anathema or Maranatha means the Lord is coming. If you take a break and find inner peace, I will show up in that situation. I will talk to you during the breaks in your thoughts. I will give you the strength to keep going and make progress. Not all problems can be fixed. I am the Father and your God. Some things must be left up to time and divine power, knowing that in the end, my will win out. Does your trust in me matter? Let me take care of this. What you can't fix or fix up must be put on hold so that my hand can do what your hand can't. Maranatha or anathema. You are not giving up your love for other people, you are just giving it to me until the time comes for repair and healing. Before the video ends, I request you to help me by doing super thanks. Because I don't have house and I have to make my new house. Today, God tells you to let His love guide your heart. If you care about someone, you should focus on my situation instead of theirs. Let my love fill you up and reach into other people's hearts and lives every time you connect with them. Many responsibilities and demands may be put on you by both men and women, but there is only one duty you must fulfill, the duty of love. Owe no man anything except to love him, it says in my word. This is your only duty. People can give me a long list of duties they think are important, but they are not required by my power. As you hear their sharp requests of what they want from you, make up your mind that only my love will determine what you do next. Please understand that my love and my power come from the same place, says the Father. I love you the way I want to, not the way you want. Come unto me, all you who labor and are burdened. I said, my love is unconditional, but you have to obey and work with me. In the same way, when you love someone, it has to be on my terms, not theirs. They will list the requirements for being a good person or, if you identify as a Christian, but that's not what I expect from you. Your obedience to me is not based on what other people think about themselves. Love them. You can help them by what you do and by not saying or doing certain things. When someone is mean, don't be mean back. Keep loving me and keeping your attention on me, because your next task is coming up soon. Today, God says, as I am, so are you in the world. What is my state right now? Do I live in a poor area? Do I owe money? Am I having a hard time? Decide to find your self-referential in me instead of in outside conditions. Seeing things from the outside only gives you a limited view of time. You are not limited by time because I put infinity in your heart, which lets you go beyond both time and eternity. I will never die. I will always be here, and so will you. I am in charge of the years and days. I fold them up and throw them away like old, worn-out clothing. You have the same power as me to go up and down into timelessness, which means you can now get what you thought you would have to wait for a later time. As a novel creature, you are not limited by time, which is a valued trait. Your limits and restrictions are set by me, not by anyone else, anything, or any situation. They are like a beautiful sky over you. Think about who you are within the limits of time and take it back. Take back your time, and remember that I will do in an instant what you thought would take decades. In this way, carpe nunc, says the Father. Enjoy the moment you're in. Grab the present and make it line up with, as in heaven, so on earth. This is your job. This is the holy and high place from which you will rise above all the people of the world. This is where you are seen for who you are, and this is where I show myself to you in a way that an earthly view could never understand. Today, God says that His voice sounds like many waves crashing together. My voice is all around you and inside you. My voice lives inside you and will live on forever so that you can fill every part of your life with the healing currents of my kindness and grace. Be rejuvenated, shout the dry parts of your spirit. Be robust, shout the bones that have turned white in the woods. I am strengthening your bones and energizing your spirit. I am watering your inner self with streams that make everyone happy. Take it. Please accept this message and stop feeling down or mentally weak because I have shown myself to you as your El Shaddai. My kindness in your situation is always being drained by life and events, but keep looking for me. Treat me with respect and acknowledge that I am your Father, the one who affects your spirit and gives you everything you need. By looking at my face, you not only gain a deeper understanding of who I am, but you also become more aware of who you are. Know that you are loved. As an army with flags, you are not enough. I declare that you are rising from the dry and thorny land into the land of your promise. Do not break the promise. Do not forget what you promised. I swear that I will do this because my only goal is to give you all the nice things that are within my power.